Please be seated. What a wonderful, sunny Brighton day. It's wonderful to welcome you to your graduation. Distinguished guests, graduands, families and friends, it gives me enormous pleasure to formally open your graduation ceremony today. Graduands, this is very much your day. It's a day to celebrate your achievements and to reflect on an important phase of your journey through life that is coming to an end and look forward to what lies ahead. Graduations are always the high point of the academic year, bringing together as they do the whole University of Brighton community with your family and friends to celebrate your success. And as we celebrate, I also want to recognise the unique set of circumstances that you've had to deal with in the past few years. You know how hard you have all worked, and you should be incredibly proud of how far you have come in the time you've been at the University of Brighton. Today marks a culmination of that amazing journey and the start of something new and something exciting. As each of you crosses the stage and becomes a graduate of the University of Brighton, as you do, I hope you will be as proud of yourselves as we are of you. Over the course of this week's ceremonies, we've celebrated graduates aged 19 to 74 and from 83 countries across the globe. The diversity of backgrounds and nationalities that makes up our community at the university is something we are all deeply proud of, and long may that continue. Now, graduates, while you are undoubtedly the stars of the show, we do have some incredibly important people with us. So on behalf of the entire university, I would like to thank your friends, your families and your supporters who have been there for you in so many ways while you have been with us. We also have on stage and around the auditorium and back at the university some of the talented and dedicated academic and professional services staff who have played such an important role to help you get to today. So it's time to say thank you. So graduates, could I ask you to stand, and you will need 2 hands. So this is your opportunity to express your thanks and gratitude to your friends and families and supporters and to the staff of the university. So, thank you. Okay, so this is the School of Applied Science, and you'll know deep inside you there is a great big bright and joyful roar waiting to escape. So you've had the warm-up. Shall we go again? Express yourselves. We're Brighton. Thank you. Please be seated. Friends and families, I'll come back to you about the decibel count later. Graduates, today marks a really significant personal milestone for every single one of you. As you celebrate with your families and friends and supporters, I ask you to reflect on the fact that we never, any of us, ever stop learning. I hope you'll carry the experience you've gained at the university into your continuing career, wherever that might take you. Today marks not an end, it marks a beginning, as we look to all of you to shape the future. You are the future. You do so as members of a university alumni network that provides a lifelong link to your fellow graduates and over 190,000 fellow alumni worldwide, and obviously now one in the space station. The network provides advice, connections, and a valuable community of support. You can access it for the rest of your life. The alumni team are here today, so please connect with them. Please could you provide, if you're willing, your contact details so we can keep in touch with you, but you can tell us about your brilliant journey as you go forward. And in years to come, I hope you'll do the same, make the same generous act and reach back to support those who follow you. In the time that you've studied with us, so much has changed in our world. And the role and value of universities is currently being questioned and challenged like never before. Our response is clear. Look at the world-changing impact of our research, at our overwhelmingly positive social and economic impact, our crucial role in developing the professionals, the innovators, the leaders of the future. That's all of you. So graduates, you are the best possible response to any cynicism about the power and impact of higher education in our society. In a world of challenges and uncertainties, we must recognise equally the boundless opportunities and possibilities that there are. The ability to combine knowledge with practical skills and personal capabilities such as adaptability, resilience, creativity are all skills and capabilities that are crucial to our society. As a university, we will continue to play our part to ensure that our research and our knowledge exchange, our community engagement, our partnerships, our education allow our students to develop those skills to thrive in the world that we face. Graduates, yours is the future. Use what you have learned and make a positive difference. Help inspire those around you. In doing so, I urge you to do three things. Keep on learning. Learning really is lifelong. Keep believing in yourselves, because we passionately believe in you. And above all, stay curious. Curiosity opens doors to new knowledge and to new opportunities. Finally, I want to thank you for making the University of Brighton your university. You have all made your mark in the time that you have been with us. You have built memories and friendships that will last a lifetime. Carry those memories with you as you go forward and make your mark on the future. From all of us here at the University of Brighton, your university, thank you. We're now going to start the presentation of awards, but there are just a few straightforward instructions before we start that. As you'll have noticed, we've seated you very carefully in a certain order. And just for this one last time, if you could just not be too curious about how we've put you in the order, because there is a clear order and it goes all terribly wrong round the back if you don't stay in the order. So please just follow as you're taken round the back. You'll notice also there's a big screen behind me, and when your moment comes and you cross the stage, thankfully that will be filled with you and not me, and that's a great thing. And as you cross the stage, we've had a range of things this week, so handshake, high five, fist pump, hug, entirely up to you. It's your moment. As you exit the stage, you'll get your certificate. The other instruction is friends, families. You heard the decibel count from your graduands. This is a deeply joyous moment. Reflect on all the extraordinary work and effort they have put in to be here. So within the bounds of decency and the law, please feel free to express yourselves. We're Brighton, we like to make a noise. Thank you, good testing. So, I will now invite Dr. Kirsty Smallbone, the Dean of the School of Applied Sciences, to start the presentation of awards.
Thank you. School of Applied Sciences, degree of Master of Research, GIS and Remote Sensing, Ardesh Kukami. Degree of Master of Science, Environmental Assessment and Management, Arslan Agar Hulia. Priyashuthi Venthan. Geographical Information Systems and Environmental Management, Victor Aluiwipi Libi Osod. Degree of Master of Chemistry, Jakob Yedok. Jacob Johnson. Jordan McKay. Jack Morley. Also awarded the Royal Society for Chemistry Downland Section Prize and the MChem Prize, Samuel Piper. Tyler Snell. Degree of Master of Pharmacy with Honours, Farhan Ahmed. Norsana Ahmadi. Ajaz Ahmed. Ahmad Alata. Wiam Ali. Duej Aljiman. Atusa Al-Hayai. May Tahid. Charlie Kidd Adams. Umar Ashad. Nabia Ashraf. Munaya Aziz. Irene Ben. Sophie Burke. Tahsin Chowdhury. Soror Ailaya. Elif Adam. Joanna Fernandez. Kira Frawley. Monique Gallinetti. Also awarded the M-Farm Performance Prize, Rebecca Grady. Mariam Hassan. Timia Hooper. Nada Juma. Michael Kawasu. Rebecca Kerry. Anthony Lai. Xiaoling Lao. Rania Magid. Diana Mackay. Baviataben Mujichi. Kimberly Mufu Kuwa. Efwe Musa Aji. Kate O'Rourke. Simisula Osagale. Reem Osman. Riem Osman. Kyra Panasales. Ravina Podes. Chloe Price. Christina Prua. Joanna Sinani. Marta Tukaska. Adele Victory. Degree of Master of Sciences with Honours, Biological Sciences, also awarded the MSci Biological Sciences Prize, Leanne Imedes. Degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours, Geography, Isabella Belcher. Jacques Burrows. Freya Cole. Jack Copsey. Kate Jill Boniashuk. Also awarded the BA Geography Prize, Sophie Marley. Ben Spooner. Degree of Bachelors of Science with Honours, Biological Sciences, George Asimakis. Joshua Baylor. Matthew Carter. Jessica Clement. Liberty Jones. Katerina Kariki. Rida Kazmi. Maria Khan. Christina Lamfesti. Olivia Mason. Daniel Sands. Also awarded the BSc Biological Sciences Prize and the Royal Society of Biology Prize, Persia Standing. Sarah Wade. Biomedical Sciences, Max Abbes. Fatima Abdul Kafir. Georgina Agapio. Jane Francis Akambiimu. Jesse Uroru. Also awarded the BSc Biomedical Science Prize and the RSB Accreditation Project Prize, Sophia Babika. Shimar Bean. David Bissant. Jessica Bradshaw. Chloe Brown. Estella Brown. Sophie Bullitt. Amelie Bosom. Chantel Carrington. Karolina Dabrowska. Also awarded the Institute of Biomedical Sciences President's Prize, Emily Dowman. Christina Demetriou. Nimisha Ayavarthan. Joshua Imuche. Emily Fletcher. Arub Gahadoran. Baron Goldchin. Caitlin Hanshaw. Rebecca Hayes. Aisha Hong. Ogi Iweke. Paris Iu Chuwu. Kirian Johnson. Nadine Johnson. Jennifer Joseph. Anisha Joshi. Adita Kalyanaraman. Thavesni Kavimara. Ranagan Kurupakaran. Yen Rongku. Helena Kiriuku. Sarina Lakhani. Hannah Lancaster. Maya Lee. Jodie Looker. Scarlett Lord. Daniel Luke. Zach Mapleston. Iban Martin York. Anna McElhinney. Samantha Middleton. Malina Misela. Vishaka Mitra. Kane Moore. Basma Murshid. Pabel Nibel Islam. Katrina Paul. Ayase Roden. Florence Sargson. Ariadna Sigura Marenzo. Sophie Simku Mayer. Surya Srijit. Jade Yi. Linda Swaney. That concludes the first part of the presentations.
Thank you, Kirsty. We now come to the presentation of our honorary graduate. Now, we think very, very carefully when we give out what is our highest award, which is an honorary doctorate from the university. So a great deal of thought goes into these decisions. So I'm absolutely delighted to invite Rachel Carden, the Associate Dean of the School of Business and Law, to present Rosemary French. Do you want to stand here, Rachel? You stand here.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduands and graduates, families and friends, it's my honour to introduce Rosemary French, OBE. When the university considers awarding honorary degrees, it seeks individuals who have not only pushed the boundaries of their field for the benefit of society, but who also reflect the values that are important to us at Brighton: creativity, sustainability, partnership, and inclusivity. Today, we seek to honour such an individual, someone who has challenged the preconceptions of what women can do in business and helped to rewrite the rulebook, creating a more equitable working environment in which there is no glass ceiling for what women can achieve. Rosemary French has worked in business for over 45 years. She's a passionate advocate and lobbyist for improved gender and ethnic diversity in business, and was awarded an OBE in 2014 for services to women in business. Rosemary graduated from Edinburgh University with an MA in sociology. As a young graduate, she began applying for jobs with national retail brands, securing her first role in the sector in 1977, where she progressed from graduate trainee to buying and marketing director, responsible for a wide range of goods from children's back-to-school wear to over-the-counter medicines, books, and stationery. At the age of 34, Rosemary became managing director of a manufacturing company, supplying retail and wholesale worldwide. And in 2001, she moved into business support and economic development as CEO of Business Link Surrey and then the Gatwick Diamond Initiative. In 2020, Rosemary began a non-executive board directorship career with Freedom Works, an office space company with 9 locations in Sussex, and Business South, an events and business support company in the Solent. She is currently president of Cranley Chamber of Commerce, an ambassador for Surrey Hills Enterprises, and a volunteer mentor of men and women in the early stages of their businesses. Rosemary won Sussex Businesswoman of the Year in 2017, and was awarded both the Gatwick Diamond Award for Outstanding Achievement and Dynamic Magazine Businesswoman Lifetime Achievement Award in 2022. Rosemary is also an inaugural member of the Advisory Board for the University of Brighton's School of Business and Law, serving as a member since October 2018. She has worked with staff and students on a range of projects and conferences, including our Women in Leadership events, International Women's Day, and our Entrepreneurship Conference. The University of Brighton's commitment to bettering the world permeates everything we do, and Rosemary has very much done that. Today, we celebrate Rosemary's achievements and say thank you for her service. Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduands and graduates, families and friends, in recognition of her major contribution to business and to women entrepreneurs everywhere, it is my honour to present Rosemary French for the honorary degree of Doctor of Arts of the University of Brighton.
I'm going to shake your hand and give you... I now have the honour of asking our new honorary doctor, Rosemary French, to address you. Rosemary.
Gosh. Chair, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates, and friends, it's a huge privilege and gives me enormous pleasure to accept this honorary award. To do so here in this wonderful city of Brighton and Hove doubles that privilege. My congratulations to all of you who have just graduated. You sit here at the end of a period of your life and beginning another. But this period of work life will last over 40 years. Not 3 or 4 years like your university life. It is daunting but exciting times. More exciting than I expect you even realize. I'm standing here with this wonderful award because of my passion to improve gender equality in the workplace. I'm going to talk about how your working lives will differ from mine, but also about how not enough change has taken place legally, financially, culturally, and socially since I started campaigning and lobbying. This is not just about women, but how men can help us and help themselves at the same time. A gender-equal work environment is better for all. Let me take you back to 4 years after the Sex Discrimination Act of 1975. I'm a young retail buyer in front of my director during my annual appraisal. I'm told that my work is excellent. Gross margins are up, product selection is great, and stock in the retail distribution centre is low. All was going well. Until I asked, I'm hoping to build a long career here and wondered if I might get paid the same as my colleagues who sit next to me doing the same job. The response was fatherly, indeed patronising. That's not necessary, dear. The men will be the breadwinners for their families while you will get married and become the homemaker. There is no need for you to have the same salary. Of course, even then, that was illegal. But what could I do? I had got used to trekking up the stairs instead of using the lift in case I was caught alongside one of those invaders of my personal space. I'd got used to an organization led by an ex-military board and management team. It was a culture thing, it was a history thing, and I was happy, settled, and not thinking to move on. Until the Christmas party, when head office staff were treated to dinner and a cabaret of dancers, stripping to the Teddy Bears picnic. That night, I decided there and then to leave and find an employee who would value me as a woman, as well as a hard-working employee. And I did. I joined a retailer where I had no trouble climbing the management tree. I was promoted to buying manager, responsible for a team of buyers of millions of pounds of over-the-counter medicines. I oversaw the launch of ibuprofen from prescription only to a freely available over-the-counter medicine. I managed the move of all condoms from behind the counter to open display to deal with the mass demand from the government's AIDS campaign in the early 1980s. My career progressed well. I became a buying and marketing director for another national retailer, then managing director at one of their suppliers. But during all that time, I can give you countless examples of the male-dominated culture that expected me just to accept it. I had to accept that decisions were made behind the closed doors of the men's toilets. I had to learn about rugby and football. I had to participate in golf days, even though some clubs had men-only policies. I would end up chatting to the directors' wives, which was quite useful to get some inside information. I learned to keep my ears open and listen out for furtive conversations. When I became a managing director, I was able to make some really simple changes to create a more equal working environment. I couldn't believe that there was no hot water in the toilets used by our manufacturing staff. Apparently, no one had dared to complain, so I installed hot water right away. I removed the director's company car parking spaces. This meant manufacturing staff who started early morning shifts got the pick of the best spaces, not the bosses. Why not? We are equal in our work. I did well in my career, but I did so by not having children. Suggesting to my employer that I was thinking of having children would have put my career on hold or indeed backwards. I would really like to say that this has changed and that women will not have to face this unpalatable choice. But it is still very difficult finding childcare at all and then at an affordable cost. Those barriers make it very hard for women to hold down a full-time job. They can just about manage with one child, but two is often the breaking point. Also, for women with children, starting a business continues to be difficult. Single men with children do have the same problem, but these numbers are much smaller. It is such a loss to UK PLC. If we could get these women back into employment and entrepreneurship, we could add a stunning 250 billion to the UK economy. That's about a 12% increase in the UK's gross value added. Yet many other countries lead the world with their childcare policies, which are both affordable and available. My dentist sister in Paris had 5 children, all of whom went to government-funded preschool nurseries while still in nappies, and kept there until the end of the working day. Choosing between her career and children was never an issue for her. In the latter years of my career, I became chief executive of an organisation providing free business support. I had a large team of business advisors who advised thousands of companies with a programme funded by government and strictly prescribed by civil servants. It was great for men, but I thought it was not quite right for female entrepreneurs. I visited the Department of Trade and Innovation in London and suggested to them that we consider a more female-focused form of business support. They told me that would be discriminatory. That was like a red rag to a bull. I decided to hold a business support event just for women. In the morning, I would have local businesswomen who would talk about what it is really like to be in business, how the bank manager would still want their husband or partner to turn up for the interview for a bank loan. They would talk about how entrepreneurship for them was not about the money in the big car, but about the passion to be the best and do the best for their customer. And in the afternoon, we would advise them about accessing finance, employing people, how to export, and about the internet, which was brand new at the time. I came up with the title, She's the Boss. She still is the boss. And a room was booked for 20. 3 weeks later, I was in utter panic when I was told that over 100 women had booked onto the event. We found a bigger room, and it was a great success. I reported back to the astonished civil servants. All credit to them, they then gave the company enough money to hold these events around the southeast. Word spread amongst other business support agencies, and soon they were being held all over England. However, as I finish this speech, I am saddened by the news that the workers of a global fast food retailer are claiming sexual assaults, harassment, racism, and bullying. I wish I could say I was surprised, but regrettably, I am not. Yet still, workers accept this as part of their job. It is you, look around yourselves, it is you who can put an end to it. You, male, female, and non-binary, are our future generation of bosses, parliamentarians, influencers, and our leaders. My generation has clearly failed. I absolutely believe that you can and you will create a gender-equal working culture. Please do not let me and those that have gone before you down. So, on that optimistic note, I will end. Once again, Chair, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates and friends, thank you for this enormous privilege. Thank you.
Thank you, Rosemary. Our commitment to inclusivity continues, and we must all continue to do all we can, exactly as Rosemary suggests, to make our workplaces and our lives better. I'd now like to introduce one of your own, an alumnus of the university who studied and graduated from pharmacy in 2013. Sharina Wash is a pharmacist training and development manager for Paydon's Pharmacy and an ambassador for the Royal Pharmaceutical Society. So it's my very great pleasure to invite Shireen to address you. Shireen.
Chair, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates and friends. The caps and gowns you wear symbolise achievement, unity and equality. It's a visual representation of the dedication and all that hard work and sacrifice you have made to get this far, regardless of your backgrounds or individualities. 10 years ago, I sat where you sit today, eager to sink my teeth into the real world. And this opened a treasure chest of lessons that 10 years on, I'd like to share with you all. At Brighton, I cultivated friendships from all over the world. It gave me a sense of community and belonging. And as I left this very hall, I felt ready to roll with those punches. But when going through the daily conventions of grown-up life, it becomes easy to reminisce and feel nostalgic about the past. The chats at Bing's Cafe, the games nights, the parties till the early hours. But now, in the real world, I was on a defined path with set hours and hundreds of digital friends, but that is no substitute for the personal interactions of university life that I came to really miss. Fast forward a few more busy weeks at work, and whilst babysitting my 6-year-old brother, I realized something. I can ask him absolutely anything, and he will say, "But why?" He had an innate sense of curiosity and questioned everything, where I, the adult, was accepting the facts and adhering to convention. So after reconnecting with my community, I realized I'm not alone in this experience. According to a recent study, unfortunately, only 48% of people say that they keep in touch with their network. So, we have to make a change. The recent shift in my curiosity levels has allowed me to change my mindset, to ask myself why at every turn in order to find my own path. And since rekindling with my network, it's allowed me to feel that same sense of belonging that I felt right here in Brighton and explore new avenues that would otherwise be missed opportunities. And it's this vulnerability that allows us to reflect on challenges and strategize for change. By openly discussing the lessons that you learn, you can inspire others and create that environment that fosters growth. Champions Come in All Shapes and Sizes was the title of an article that described a 5'9" swimmer who physically shouldn't have been the best. Yet he broke not one world record, but 2, because he questioned the way that his competitors were swimming. And with the support of his team, and he tirelessly trained himself to swim longer underwater, so that he could push against that wall faster than those who looked or seemed more able. And that's when the Birkhoff Blastoff was invented. So despite his shape and size not being that of a typical gold medalist, he actually went on to win 4 Olympic medals. He made it. But making it and maintaining it are very, very different. And they say that if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. I don't believe in that saying. You will work harder than you ever thought possible. But with a curious outlook and a community to lean on, just maybe the tools of your labor will feel light in your hands. So when you go out there and you roll with the punches, do it whilst holding the hands of the community around you. Strategize together and let them know that you're there for them too. Chair, Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates and friends, thank you so much for letting me share your day with you.
So in a few years' time, we'll be looking to somebody in your cohort to come and speak. Shireen, thank you very much. I'd now like to invite Dr. Kirsty Smallbone, the Dean of the School, to continue the awards. Kirsty.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. Degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Chemistry, Reed Lewis. Also awarded the BSc Chemistry Prize, Adam Pitfold Bagwell. Jack Sainsbury. Earth and Ocean Science, Lucy Bray. Mary Hain. Morgan Newitt. Felicity Stevenson. Elise Ward. Philippa Wiles. Laura Williams. Guy Willis. Environmental Management. Also awarded the Environment Prize, Situ Tanatu. Environmental Sciences, Francesca Bogush. Simon Clark. Sarah Cowell. Lucy Donaldson. Achille de Souza. Toby Goldstraw. Charlotte Green. Emily Howden. Zoe Lawson. Miles Lilly. Samuel Lingua. Philip Morris Simpson. Mario Palacio. Also awarded the Robert Thurston Hopkins Prize and the BSc Environmental Sciences Prize, Elizabeth Jane Pallett. Jessica Saunders. Ryan Sweet. William Toon. Max Waters. Geography, David Adams. Nadalia Francescu. Oliver Hannaford. Dylan Harris. Thomas Hastie. Matthew McCulloch. Also awarded the BSc Geography Prize, Max Mersel. Geography with Archaeology. Also awarded the BSc Geography with Archaeology Prize, George Hoare. Toby Ray. Geography with Remote Sensing and GIS, Jasmine Bowring. Joe Pratt. Geology, Grace Bathy. Medical Science, Aisha Alexander. Ashley Banham. Degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours, Biomedical Sciences, Dajiba Kurami. Research degrees. Degree of Doctor of Philosophy in recognition of a programme of work entitled The Effect of Maxine on the Developmental Pathways Leading to Posterior Capsule Opification for the Use Within an Accommodative Intraocular Lens, Grace Cooksley. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Preparation of Surfactant Incorporated Third Generation Solid Dispersion Formulations for Cucurin to Enhance Drug Solubility and Oral Bioavailability, Zhenqi Liu. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Divergent Effects of HIV Reverse Transcriptase Inhibitors on Pancreatic Beta Cell Function and Survival, an interplay between oxidative stress and mitochondrial dysfunction. Sulif Shihenzi Mandi. Sorry. In recognition of a programme of work entitled Spatial Temporal Variations in Microplastic Presence and Composition in the Sediments of the River Thames, UK, and its tributaries, Karolina Skalska. In recognition of a programme of work entitled The Response of Bird Communities to Forest Degradation and Eucalyptus Plantations in Mount Kenya, Bernard Soy. In recognition of a programme of work entitled The Effects of Natural Aging Process on Vesicular Release Dynamics from an Identified Serotogenic Neuron in the Central Nervous System of the Pond Snail, Limnaea stagnalis, Nadezhda Velichkova. Thank you, Vice-Chancellor.
Wonderful. Now comes to my part to bring this ceremony to an end. Before I do, I just want to say, you are our future. You are brilliant Brighton graduates. You have the world in front of you, and the world needs you to address the challenges and the issues in society. So go out there, be your brilliant Brighton best, and keep in touch with us and tell us about the amazing things you're going to do. In closing, I'd like to draw on the words of the late, great Professor Sir Stephen Hawking. Sir Stephen reminded us to look up at the stars and not at our feet, to try and make sense of what we see and wonder about what makes the universe exist, to be curious. And no matter how difficult life may seem, there will always be something you can do and something you can be good at. And I know, as brilliant Brighton graduates, that's exactly right. So on behalf of all of us, I'd like to congratulate you on your achievements. I'd also like to invite you to a free drink. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. So if you would, they're in the Hewitson Hall, which is directly behind this auditorium. We'd like to join you for a celebratory drink with you and your friends and families and supporters to celebrate your success. You're amazing Brighton graduates, and we're deeply proud of you. Before we do, I would like you to, I'll ask you in a moment to stand as the platform party leaves the stage to a tune I suspect you know, and is again the work of a brilliant Brighton graduate. So please stand.